for that great introduction. My name's Lisa, and this is my city, and welcome to Santa Clara. We are so happy to have you. I'm even more happy to recognize that Roe has selected us to make this announcement. I think there's some kind of announcement today. Something. Congress? Oh, I don't want to open the surprise. Anyways, Santa Clara has been built on tradition and history and a lot of pride. And we are a city that has done a lot of things and been leaders in many, many areas. We own our electric utility, which for a city our size is really phenomenal. We have a wonderful University of Santa Clara. Actually, they say they were here before us, but we're debating that still. This wonderful university that we have that has delivered, many, many leaders like Tino here, yes, and others in our community that we're very proud of. We have an amusement park, Great America, that has provided a lot of entertainment, which again, for a city of our size was sort of risky to do, but we did it and we did it well. We have our own convention center. And as recently as a couple of years ago, we have a giant NFL stadium, which is something that was no easy task. A little bit later, I want to talk about how that came about and how we can use those sort of means to help get this gentleman elected to Congress. So Santa Clara is special. It's very special, and it's a leader. It's a leader in many, many things. When I first heard about Khanna, I didn't know, who he was, what he was all about. He has many, many cheerleaders in this city, including Kathy Watanabe here. Whatever she says, I believe, so thank you, Kathy. He's a gentleman who has gone out and spoken out and really taken a lot of risks in the political community. He is someone who has gotten my attention and many others in the city of Santa Clara and the surrounding communities for his leadership, his political courage, and his not being afraid. He has absolutely no fear. And what that translates to me is that when it comes to making the tough decisions, when it comes to fighting for a community, when it comes to moving things forward, progressing things in our situation here, he is the person that we're going to look to help us. We have leadership now in this district. I think we do. I don't see this person. I've heard that this person is a nice person. But however, for Santa Clara, there's been, in my 12 years on the council, 10 years in the Parks and Recreation Commission, I have not seen any real evidence of fighting for our community in any way, shape, or form with our current leadership. It's time that we get someone who will get down in the trenches, who will work for our community, and who will fight for us. And Roe is that person. He is going to be that person. We had a situation that Tino Silva had mentioned recently about certainly a David and Goliath story. A bunch of little children playing soccer, fierce little children though, let me tell you, not just the regular little ones, and big corporations who wanted some real estate in our city. And naturally that may be the side that the politicians would gravitate towards. However, Roe didn't do that. He stood behind our fierce little 9-year-old soccer girls and said, you know what, this isn't right, how can I help? He actually reached out to us, which is unheard of in this community with the leadership that we have now in Congress. There was nothing that has ever happened like this before. He actually came to us and said, how can I help? What can I do? So when we have someone in this type of position that actually reaches out to us and says, how can I help? And comes up with some really great solutions, I think that is what's going to lead us forward. That's what's going to move us ahead. To see all the young people out here, did you know, Ro, that your signs also are used as frisbees as well? I was hit a couple times in the head by a couple of you guys back there. Anyways, to see the young people encouraged and full of hope for our leaders of the future. I have a 15-year-old daughter who said, Mom, I really like that guy, but will I be able to vote for him? I said, actually, you will. She'll be able to vote for you in 2.5 years, and she was encouraged because there's not many people that stand up without getting something in return, and Roe does that. He is a man of character, he is a man of integrity, and he will stand up for the people, he will stand up for us, he will stand up for Santa Clara and everything else around us. We have a new tagline in our city. It's Santa Clara, the center of what's possible. And I think that Roe is standing here in the center of what's possible, and he is our future, and I'm so excited to have hope and to see that someone has such passion and desire that he has to represent us. He will go and fight for us, and he will not let us down, and I trust him, and I trust that he'll do the best job for us. I'm going to work really hard for him, and I hope that all of you will as well. Thank you very much.
We fired up?